Ever wondered how trauma can silently shape your mental health? A question that might seem daunting, but one that is crucial to understanding the unseen impact of trauma on our mental well-being. Let's start at the beginning. What exactly is trauma? Trauma is an emotional response to an event or an experience that is deeply distressing or disturbing. It's like an invisible wound that can cause significant emotional pain and suffering. Trauma is not a one-size-fits-all experience. It can take many forms, from single incidents like a car accident or natural disaster, to ongoing experiences such as abuse or neglect. Now, it's important to realize that trauma doesn't discriminate. It can affect absolutely anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. Whether you're a teenager navigating high school, a young adult carving out your place in the world, or an elder with a lifetime of experiences, trauma can touch your life in unexpected and profound ways. The impact of trauma on our mental health is complex and multifaceted. On the surface, it might seem like we've moved on from the traumatic event. We go about our daily routines, we laugh, we work, we play. But beneath that veneer of normalcy, the effects of trauma can silently chip away at our mental well-being. It can manifest in many ways, including anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and even shifts in personality. But here's the thing. Even though trauma can leave deep scars, it doesn't define us. Understanding the impact of trauma on our mental health is the first step towards healing. We can learn to recognize the signs, seek help when needed, and work towards recovery. So let's embark on this journey together. Let's shine a light on the unseen impact of trauma and explore how we can navigate through it towards a place of healing and resilience. Today we delve into the often unvoiced world of trauma and its profound effects on our mental health. Hear from those who understand trauma best, the mental health experts. Let's delve into the minds of those who've spent their careers studying the intricate workings of our psyche as they share their experiences and observations. One prominent psychologist explains that trauma isn't a one-size-fits-all experience. Everyone responds differently, and these responses can manifest as various mental health conditions. Some may develop anxiety disorders, constantly on edge, fearing the recurrence of their traumatic experience. Others may sink into the depths of depression, feeling overwhelmed by their pain. A well-respected psychiatrist expresses a similar sentiment, stating that the human brain is remarkably complex. She highlights that trauma can disrupt our normal brain function, affecting areas responsible for memory, emotion, and even our sense of self. This can lead to conditions like post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, where individuals relive their traumatic experiences through flashbacks and nightmares. A social worker who specializes in trauma therapy adds another layer to this understanding. He explains that trauma doesn't just affect the individual, it impacts their relationships and interactions with others. It can cause a person to withdraw, to distrust, to fear. This can result in social anxiety or create difficulties in forming and maintaining relationships. An esteemed neurologist points out that trauma can have physical effects on the brain as well. She explains that prolonged stress from trauma can actually alter the brain's structure and function. This can manifest as difficulty concentrating, memory issues, or even changes in personality. Lastly, a seasoned therapist reminds us that despite these challenges, there's always hope. She's seen countless individuals rise from the ashes of their trauma, growing stronger and more resilient. She underscores that understanding the impact of trauma on mental health is the first step towards healing. As our experts have revealed, trauma's impact is far-reaching and deeply personal. Let's delve deeper into the effects of trauma on our mental health. Trauma, in its many forms, can lead to a variety of mental health conditions, each with its own unique set of symptoms and signs. It's important to understand these so we can recognize them in ourselves and others. One common result of trauma is post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. This condition often surfaces after a person has experienced a severe, life-threatening event. Symptoms of PTSD can include vivid nightmares, intrusive thoughts, and a constant sense of danger, even in safe environments. Depression is another possible outcome of trauma. This isn't just feeling sad or blue, it's a deep, persistent sense of hopelessness that can affect every aspect of a person's life. Those with depression might lose interest in activities they once enjoyed, struggle with feelings of worthlessness, or even contemplate suicide. Anxiety disorders too can stem from trauma. These can present as excessive worry, restlessness, and difficulty concentrating. Panic attacks, characterized by sudden bouts of intense fear, are also common in those dealing with trauma-induced anxiety. Furthermore, trauma can lead to substance abuse disorders. In an attempt to cope with the overwhelming emotions and memories, some individuals might turn to drugs or alcohol. This can lead to a destructive cycle of addiction and further mental health issues. It's important to remember that everyone's experience with trauma is unique, and so too are their reactions. Some may show obvious signs of distress, while others may appear outwardly calm while struggling internally. And while we've discussed some of the more common effects of trauma, there are many other possible outcomes. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards recovery. Understanding the impact trauma can have on our mental health allows us to seek help when needed and to support those around us who may be suffering in silence. It's a journey that requires strength, patience, and compassion, but it's one that can lead to healing and growth. Remember, it's okay to reach out, to ask for help, and to receive it. You're not alone in this. Healing from trauma is a journey, not a destination. This profound truth is the cornerstone to understanding the healing process. It's essential to remember that healing doesn't happen overnight, and it's not a straight path. It's a journey filled with ups and downs, forwards and backwards, and it's perfectly normal to have good days and bad days. Seeking help is the first step in this journey. Trauma can create a sense of isolation, but it's crucial to remember that you're not alone. There are countless professionals, support groups, and resources available to guide you through the healing process. Mental health professionals play a vital role in trauma recovery. They can provide you with tools and strategies to cope with the effects of trauma and guide you towards a healthier mental state. Therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, and exposure therapy are some of the most effective treatments for trauma. Cognitive behavioral therapy, often referred to as CBT, focuses on changing negative thought patterns and behaviors. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, or EMDR, uses rapid eye movements to help you process traumatic memories and reduce their impact. Exposure therapy, on the other hand, involves confronting and gradually getting used to thoughts, feelings, or situations that you've been avoiding due to trauma. Let's not forget the role of medication in managing symptoms of trauma. Antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications, and sleep aids can be beneficial for some individuals. It's important to discuss these options with a healthcare provider to determine the best course of action for your specific situation. And then there are alternative therapies. Practices like yoga, mindfulness, and meditation have shown promise in helping individuals cope with the aftermath of trauma. They can help you reconnect with your body, reduce stress, and promote mental clarity. Healing from trauma is a journey, not a destination. Always remember this as you navigate your path to recovery. It's okay to feel overwhelmed, to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. It's okay to seek help, to lean on others to take care of yourself. Remember, seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. It's time to break the silence around trauma and mental health. As we journey through life, it's important to remember that our experiences, especially the traumatic ones, don't define us. They may shape us, they may challenge us, but they don't need to break us. It's okay to acknowledge that you're hurting. It's okay to say that you're not okay. But never forget, it's equally okay and incredibly important to seek help. Speaking up about your experiences, your fears, your pain, is the first step towards healing. When we share our stories, we shed the weight of carrying them alone. We also create a space of understanding and empathy, a place where others who have faced similar struggles can find solace, can find that they are not alone. There are numerous resources out there to help you navigate this journey of healing. From mental health hotlines that provide immediate assistance and counseling, to websites packed with information, professional guidance, and supportive communities. These resources are just a call or a click away, and they are there for you. But remember, reaching out for help doesn't mean you're weak. On the contrary, it takes a great deal of strength to recognize when you need support, and even more to ask for it. So take that brave step, reach out, and let someone lend you a hand. Here's a message from a mental health professional. The road to recovery may be long and winding, but every step you take is a victory. You have the strength within you to heal, to overcome, and to rise above your trauma. Believe in yourself, because we believe in you. So let's shatter the stigma surrounding mental health. Let's raise our voices, share our stories, and let the world know that it's okay to seek help. Let's foster a culture of understanding, empathy, and support, because no one should have to face their struggles alone. You are not alone in this. Reach out, speak up, and let the healing begin.